Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome, guests. And Stephen, you will all, of course, forgive my appearance. I didn't know there was going to be a dress code today, so. I was told by several of my Today Club members and even a couple of members here that know me that I should behave when I'm doing an evaluation. So I wrote a lot of this evaluation ahead of time. Two reasons. One, just to try and be nice. And two, Trey told me before I showed up here that a lot of the speakers at this club weren't that good. Certainly not as good as the ones at the Today Club. And that my evaluation didn't really matter because it wouldn't help or encourage anyone to do anything differently. So, let's begin. Well, Trey, I think you're wrong because Stephen would be a fine addition to the Today Club. So, he's a very good speaker. As many of you know, Toastmasters has a lot of canned educational presentations, and Stephen was giving one about evaluations. And if you've ever done one of the canned presentations from Toastmasters, you understand how lame they are. So I'm tickled that you came up with your own, Stephen. I really enjoyed it. Now, another aside, as a visitor to this club, I was struck by Maria at the very beginning that she had a CD on conflict resolution. And apparently there's something to that because Stephen did not bring enough handouts, which forced people to share, and I think that'll encourage the bonding experience for your club. Now, I'd like to actually start the evaluation at some point. And basically it boils down to this. Stephen, you're not a beginner at this. You're a wonderful speaker, a lot of experience. Whatever you saw him do up here, emulate it. Okay. The main point of this project was to get comfortable with visual aids. Stephen had two. He had a little booklet and he had the handouts. So I think it is safe for me to say that, Stephen, you are comfortable with paper. That's good. What I really enjoyed about your presentation, and it makes it easy for certainly me to follow, and I assume other Austin Toastmasters, is that you had a little mnemonic device, STARS, summation, technique, analysis, and recommendation. And you use that as your outline. Wonderful technique to follow. So I would like to incorporate that into my evaluation, and I'm already on red, so you might as well put it down, Ken. So I will start off with T, tone. Your voice, you have a very good speaking voice, very dynamic, very upbeat. O, originality. Rewriting what Toastmasters does is always a good idea. I really enjoy any time people throw out what TI says and does something of their own. Dynamic. Hand gestures, movement. You were just wonderful up here. You were easy to watch. And I don't know, maybe it's a moving target thing and people... And along those same lines, animation. You have way too much energy for me. And so I don't know what you're like outside in the real world, but a lot of great energy which helps keep people interested in their speech, which leads to my last one, the why, the yawn factor. And your speech was, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but that's a boring topic. It really is. Talking about evaluations, very boring. But your presentation of that topic was wonderful. There was no yawning. So if you put all that together, it spells today. And Stephen, I cannot encourage you strongly enough that you really should dump these folks and come to the day. Mr. General Evaluator.